We're now at the end of October and we are currently sat in third place in the top league in Denmark. Things are going all right. We have dropped some points in between episodes. We actually lost against AAB after, I think, Nordsjælland was the last match of the last episode. We drew with Brøndby. We beat AGF 4-0. We beat Viborg 2-1. We also beat Kolding 3-1 in the Cup, where we basically played quite a rotated starting 11. I think you'd have to agree. In today's episode, then, we've got two matches up against OB in 5th, Randers in 4th, we obviously in 3rd. We're going to see as well the results of the Copenhagen, Sønderjyske and Nykøbing game. Could be what they're called, not quite sure. That's a cup match. You'd expect we're probably going to win that. The starting lineup for the OB game then, it's going to be Peter Luger in goal, Mortensen, Nayakossi, Junior and Tan in defence, Strunk and Madsen in midfield, Pete and Montano on the wings, Barisic and Matteo Meyer leading the lines. We're getting some goals now from our strikers, which is good. It's taken a while to get going, but that's looking pretty good. We've got a couple of injuries. We've got Svire still kind of out, a little bit injured. We've got Markovic as well, still out, a little bit injured. Doesn't really matter, because I think, realistically, we're probably doing as we'd expect us to be doing. So, OB have won 4 of their last 5 games, playing that horrible defensive formation. I do not like the look of that. I feel like every time we play a team that play that formation, we always seem to struggle, and I'm not looking forward to this. I have just realised as well, we are 6 seasons in. We've got 1 new gen starting for us. That's it. Normally by this point, they're all new gens. We've got the first highlight of the match on camera as well. We've got the ball, Strunk, ball forward. Matteo Meyer gets the ball, and we are 1-0 up after 11 seconds. What the hell just happened there? I don't know what I've done to the tactics. I don't think I've done anything to the tactics, but literally, we've scored straight away. Junior and Duca with the ball forward to Strunk. Strunk takes a couple of touches, ball through the middle. Meyer just runs through. Goalkeeper was way too out of his goal, to be honest, but it was at kickoff. You can't really blame him, can you? I think that might be a record. I think that might be a record for the fastest goal we've ever scored. You know, I probably should have paid attention to the points in the league, because I don't know what a win here is actually going to do for us. I imagine we're going to stay 3rd, because I think there's a bit of a gap between 2nd and 3rd place, but a win here could still keep us in the fight for potential Champions League football, Champions League qualification at the very least. Corner comes in, Peter Luger comes out, the former Liverpool man. What's he going to do then? With a ball in his hands. The Brazilian goes for a little wander. Right hand side, or go long, fair enough. Meyer heads down to Pete, ball forward to Barisic. He's gone for a shot as well. We've had 2 shots and we've scored twice. I say 2 shots, we have 2 highlights and we have scored twice. We have doubled our lead against OB Adents. This is looking good. Junior and Duca's free kick towards Madsen. Doesn't win the head. Grimaldo is just about going to keep that in play for OB. Grimaldo's going to go for a run down the right-hand side. It's got some company, though. It's number 5. Madsen was the man there. Strunk can't quite get there. And now it is OB, crosses it in, and Agalarov? Gamid Agalarov. That's probably not how it's pronounced at all. Makes it 2-1. It's certainly an interesting game for the neutrals. I'm not too pleased that we've conceded, and I'm not too pleased that there's an immediate highlight as well, straight after the goal. Long range effort, goes over the bar. Notice I'm not trying to say his name. I think it's something like Thorstestein. It's like a TH sound, that weird little P thing. I'm not from Iceland, I don't know how to pronounce it. Pete's not going to get there. They've got the ball instead. Sidibe with it. Plays it across to Ndai. We've got 2.5 minutes left of the first half. Madsen to Erkan Tan. Ball forward towards Pete. Doesn't win the head. Strunk's not going to get there first either. Nayakossi ball forward towards Strunk. Doesn't find him. And OB is suddenly starting to look like a lot better in this match. Cross comes in. And Agalarov makes it 2-2. Maybe he doesn't. Wasn't really what I was hoping for. After taking that lead after 11 seconds, I was thinking this is going to be nice and easy. It's disallowed. That is good. It is still 2-1. But since they've scored that goal, they have suddenly come alive in this match. Half-time, and the Adents fans, I assume the OB Adents fans, have just set off a flare there in the background. Because that's what you do at half-time in a league game where you're losing. No changes at half-time. I'm looking at Montano. He's on a 6-6. He's our lowest performer by a fair distance, I think it's safe to say. Mortensen's throw. 7 minutes into the second half. Mortensen, where are you going, buddy? Manages to find Strunk, ball forward. Mayer's going to get there on the volley. The flag is going to go up, and we are going to get some more VAR. I don't think this one's going to count. It is not going to count. It stays 2-1, but we've had the ball in the back of the net again. A good chance. We broke the defensive line. Probably a little bit too well, to be honest. Right, is it time for Montano to come off? I think we might just do it now. So just before the hour mark. So if we've got any fancy football, he ain't getting 2 points. We're going to bring Clanak on. Clanak should be good enough to play as that left back. We've got anything else we should do? Not really. I'm thinking Mortensen, but that's more down to condition than anything else. On the subs bench, we do have Collins Deladla, who is wanted by Dortmund, because all of our young players seem to be wanted by Dortmund at the moment, and I don't know why, but I guess it's a good sign because it means that the recruitment we're doing, they are players who have got a little bit of like goodness behind them. Aglarov's in on goal, and Aglarov actually does get his second goal of the game, as I'm using the word goodness to try and describe potential is the word I was actually looking for. It's 2-2. So their left winger is the one doing all of the work. They've just brought off Aglarov. Have they just brought off their goal scorer with 2 goals? They have. What a strange thing to do. Final few minutes of the match, we have crumbled in the second half. Pitaluga's dropped down to a 6.5. Niakosi's not playing very well either. Do we bring on the old man? Do we bring on Zolotic? I think we do, you know. Let's bring on Zolotic for Niakosi. I think we're going to do Mossen as well, coming on for Mortensen on the right-hand side. We can do 5 subs. I kind of want to bring Collins on as well. We're going to do Collins for Madsen, I think. I know I keep playing you as a right-back, but I don't want you to be a right-back. You're a ball-winning midfielder, so we'll swap you 2 round. Final couple of minutes of the game, and this is a worry. Matthew with the ball. It is Molgaard, goes for a curling effort just wide of Pitaluga's post, who's dropped down to a 6.4 now. We have been let down by our goalkeeper. We have definitely been let down by our goalkeeper. We've got 30 seconds, a potential final chance. Barisic with the ball loses out. Mossen to Pete. Strunk outside the area, takes a few touches, goes for a long-range effort. Imagine if that tucked into the bottom corner and we took the lead with seconds left to play. Instead, it is looking like it's going to be a 2-2 draw. And it's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. 3rd versus 5th. And it ends up in a draw. Away from home, though, we've got to look at the positives. Away from home, you'd probably take that before kickoff. I am going to specifically say to Pitaluga, you weren't good today, because you were pretty much the reason why we played badly. Also, Clanak got a 6.3. I'm not happy with you either. So I've just been given this bit of news. Tinder Beer has been removed from my shortlist. I'm going to add him back. It's disappointing that he's not playing for us, isn't it? He's currently playing for Brentford in the Championship. 16 games, 1 assist to his name. Playing well. That looks promising. For that 50% sell-on, that looks very promising. So after the OB game, they move up into 4th. Or were they already in 4th? They might have already been in 4th place. We are 2 points clear at 4th and 5th. We are 6 points behind Viborg, who are then, in turn, are 4 points behind Copenhagen. So we are 10 points behind the top of the table. I don't think we're ever going to win the Superliga. Copenhagen are far, far too good. They've only let in 7 all season, and 2 of them were us. Right, straight into match 2 then against Randers. It's going to be Pitaluga keeping his place in goal. Mortensen, Olisema Jr. and Tan in defence. Collins and Strunk in midfield. I put Collins in midfield ahead of Larson. It's not Larson, it's Madsen. Just because I think he's better as a ball-winning midfielder. And Strunk is actually on really good form. Also, just to confirm, Borussia Dortmund do want Collins. Not ideal. Pete and Clanak will be on the wings today. I'm giving Clanak a chance because he doesn't get a huge amount of opportunities. He normally comes off the bench and plays poorly. Let's start him for a match. Barisic and Meyer leading the lines once again. This one kind of needs to be a win. We are at home. So much so that even my team talk was, we need to win this game. So even the game knows that we should be winning this game. Although Randers are a good team. Randers are playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, so very heavy up front. Stephen O'Day, we seem to play against him every single week, which means we play Randers on camera a lot. And he will probably score against us. In order for that to happen, we do need some highlights. We are half an hour in. There's been nothing. Nothing at all. There's been 2 shots, apparently. Final 10 minutes then of the first half, and the first bit of action that we get to see. Ball comes in from Randers. Pitaluga saves it. Mortensen manages to stick a leg out and nick the ball. And we've got a bit of a counter going on. Myers going for a run off towards the right-hand side. There are 4 blue shirts in the middle. Graves with a decent slide. Meyer tries to cross it again. This time it goes off for a corner. Are we going to see the corner? Or was the highlight the bit of attacking from Randers? Pete's gone over to take it towards the front post. It's a header clear. And I'm hoping the highlight just ends now. Norgard's going for a run. Gets past his man. Randers coming forward. There's going to be a couple of players in the middle. Clanak there with a sensible foul. So sensible, in fact, we didn't even get to see the free kick. So, yeah, well done. Half-time, 0-0. Boring. Definitely a very boring game so far, isn't it? If we don't shoot, we're not going to score. That seemed to actually kind of work. Defenders, I mean, lots of people are playing badly, aren't they? You've got Mortensen on a 6-4. You've got Junior and Tan and Collins all on 6-5s. Just going to leave it with that team talk for now. But there is going to be a mass substitution happening about 60 minutes. Randers with a free kick. Who's going to be taking it? What's his name? It is Berg Jonsson taking it. Right-footed deep towards the penalty spot area. And we're 1-0 down. Nordley with a goal. Somebody missed the header that led to that goal. I don't know who it was. I think they're saying Ollie Semmer, possibly? I think that's who they're saying. Ollie Semmer just does a massive jump and doesn't get anywhere near the ball. We're 1-0 down against Randers. And have we deserved that? Arguably, yes. Our defence, what is going on? Let's berate the entire team because you're all doing badly. Every single one of our defenders is on a 6-3 or a 6-4. Corner for Randers towards Graves at the front post. He hits the bar. We are 60 minutes in. We need to do some changes. Or do we wait for the body language? We wait for the body language, everybody. Something I never thought I'd ever do. And see if anything comes of it. Nothing comes of it. Right, there we go. Right, sub-time. All 5 substitutions then. And 3 of them are defenders. So Mossen, Narcosi, Zolotic, Madsen and Gay coming on. Ollie Semmer, Mortensen, Collins, Meyer and Junior and Duke are coming off. Not necessarily in that order. You can see who's playing where. Free kick in a good position. I don't know who's taking it. It's Pete. Left-footed free kick. Is he going to curl it into the top corner? It goes just over the bar. That was our best chance, and it's taken 75 minutes to get here. Final couple of minutes of the game, and we've got an injury. Are you joking? Are you actually joking me? Can I do this sub? I assume I can't do a sub, just because I've done it. Yep. Well, this is a game over then. We're going to finish the match with 10 men. We've only got Barisic now leading the line by himself. It is a poor performance. I don't think we had a single shot on target, did we? Strunk with the ball to Madsen. Ball forward. Pete's not going to go for it. It's gone all the way back to the keeper. We've got 4 minutes, 45 seconds. Are we going to see anything from this? Or is this going to be one of those highlights that just takes forever to run down the clock and nothing happens? Mendes is going for a run. I'm annoyed that I think it's Barisic has chased that all the way back, which is not ideal when you're the lead striker. Niakosi, he nicks the ball and just stands there. I don't know why he did that. Svensson's got the ball as well into the penalty area. Plays it back. Laurenberg with an absolute ridiculous goal. It is 2-0 against Randers. We have been horrendous in this match. This match has been absolutely awful. Klanak is going to get sold because he's finishing the match on a 6.2. So Tan's on a 6.2, just nipped up to a 6.3 at the end. Everybody, heads up. There's a water bottle coming your way. That was embarrassing. You're at home. That was embarrassing. And that result as well drops us down from 3rd place into 5th place in the table. Realistically, we're not far away from 6th place. We are in danger of slipping out the top 6. We do not want to be slipping out of the top 6. We are now going to go forward and play 3 more matches. 2 league games. Sonderjyske and Copenhagen. Sonderjyske, by the way, have just beaten Copenhagen as well. So they're kind of on a nice little bit of run of form, which is not ideal. And yeah, we now need to go beat them. And Copenhagen, the team that have lost once all season. We're back the other side of the final 3 games before the winter break, and we've actually gone undefeated. We drew 0-0 with Copenhagen because I changed the formation to play my controlled possession formation. I was thinking route 1, and I thought actually we'll just control possession. It was 0-0. We didn't have any shots on target in that match either, so that was 2 matches in a row where we didn't have any shots on target. We then went and played Kabing, maybe, could be their name, and win 5-2. I played pretty much full strength. The only player who wasn't full strength was Malak Amir in defence. We got 2 goals from Meyer and a hat-trick from Barisic. We then beat Sonderjyske 2-0. Musikiri playing as a right winger in this one, scoring twice. Very rarely plays. Maybe he's putting himself down to maybe start a few more matches. And with those results, it means we are up into 4th place in the table. Still, obviously not quite at the end of the preliminary phase, but we are well within we're in a good position to not drop out of it. AAB are the only team realistically that could climb into that top 6. So it's looking promising that we're going to finish in the top 6. Next episode, we will basically finish off the preliminary phase. We will also have our January transfer window, which I don't think is going to be particularly busy because we don't really have a huge amount of money. We've also got quarterfinals of the DBU Pokalen. Not quite sure if that's how it's pronounced, but that's what I'm going to call it. So we've got the quarterfinals of the Cup. I don't know what matches we're going to play in this. I think we might play Bromby. I don't know why, but I feel like Bromby's a good one to play. And probably AAB, we might just do that. So I'm going to come back. We might come back in March. It's November now, we might come back in March. To give you a little teaser, we do have a brand new player joining in January. His name is Oliver Sorensen, joining on a free transfer. I brought him in because he's Danish, and he's all right, isn't he? I wanted some more depth in central midfield. He's a 3-star ball-winning midfielder. He can do a job, and like I said, he's Danish. We're running out of homegrown players, so he ticks the box. Also, interestingly, we can sell the Antonin Lecoq money. What can we get? 1.68 million. Is it worth it? Is this worth it? Can we loan him back? It's going to cost us £600,000. We could probably do that. Could we do that? I don't think we could do that. I feel like the board is going to definitely reject this because we've only got £22,000 in our transfer budget. It's something to consider. We don't need another striker. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll be back next time with a lot of transfer business and a couple of matches. And you never know, maybe even a youth intake. I think that might happen in March as well. Thanks for watching.